नहीं कह रहा था। Juice is there.
Very nice decoration. देखिए ना जैसा सिचुएशन अगर इनकम के फीस अवेलेबल तो उसको
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So, please, I welcome all of you for Srila Gurudev's Vyasa Puja. So, now we will be hearing Srila Gurudev's lecture, which he recently gave to the Russian devotees, and after that, we can proceed for the further program.
He left
see what I can do. Maria.
इधर ऐसे से फेस करते हैं वैसे so everybody
अभी तो लेक्चर
like on that facing this you got my point
अभी लेक्चर करंटली
Yes,
उसके बाद
Maharaj was mentioning how this is an opportunity, this Vyasa Puja is an opportunity for the disciples to express their gratitude to the spiritual master. But all relationships in Krishna consciousness are ultimately meant to be loving relationships. This we should understand. Hari, Guru, and Vaishnava. Of course, there's Aishwarya Bhav, there's the word of honor veneration, and that's there. But ultimately, we're meant to have deep loving relationships. So we experience that as we advance in Krishna consciousness with our God brothers and God sisters. And ultimately, we also experience that with our spiritual master, and hopefully one day with the Supreme Lord. So love is reciprocal. So as you are expressing your gratitude to me, I also take this opportunity to express my gratitude to all of you for following my instructions, which are ultimately our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada's instructions. I'm just his representative, humble representative. But I'm very proud of all of you that you're sticking to the straight and narrow as much as you can, and you're developing faith in the holy names, and according to your time, place, and circumstance, you're sharing that mercy with the general people of your country, Russia. His commentary to the Sri Chaitanya Sri Shamrita, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, said that book was written by his father, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So his commentary said, Vaishnava, Gaudiya Vaishnava has only really two things to do in life, and that is to develop Namaruchi, taste for the holy names, and to show compassion by sharing that chanting, the art of chanting, with the whole world. So I'm seeing you doing that, and I'm very proud of all of you. It gives me great satisfaction. The fourth verse of the Guru Vastakam says, the spiritual master take great pleasure seeing his devotees take Bhagavad Prasad. But it's not just limited. The spiritual master is not just pleased seeing you take prasad. He's pleased seeing you taking up the 9 processes of Krishna consciousness more and more each year. Shravadam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Shvaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Bandam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atman, Nivedanam. We know the 9 processes. So yes, the spiritual master is very happy to see you take prasad because Prabhupada said it's going to tend to see your weapon. And it's one thing that we're always enthusiastic to do. But we have to become as enthusiastic for the other 8 processes, or all 9 processes of devotional service, and I can see that you're doing that. It's a little painful to be separated now, officially separated because there's a ban on me. Some other you know the story. I came to Russia for the festival last year, and yeah, I won't repeat the story. Sardiya Rasa knows very well. I'm banned for 5 years. So when that ban is over, we'll see. But by that time, we'll be 81 or 82. We'll see if I can still be traveling the world, day by day. But I was thinking that in that regard, the verse in Ishtapanishad, one verse states that the Lord is very far away, but He's very near as well. And when I first heard that as a new devotee, I was thinking, how can someone be very far away, but very near as well? Well, we know the Lord is in the look of Vrindavan, but He's also present in this world in the form of, well, He comes from time to time to the material world. He's present in His Vigraha form. Prabhupada said one time that form of the deity is the most merciful form of Krishna. How is that? As Prabhupada said, He never leaves. Krishna comes, Krishna goes. But in his deity form, he stays. So he's very near as well. Of course, he's present. Namacha Tamali Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. How many times have we repeated that line? The Lord is fully present in His holy names. If you're listening to my classes regularly, you know I've shared recently that Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, I read it in Santoshini, that all of Vrindavan is present in the Maharashtra. When I read that, I couldn't wait to grab my japa beads. I'd already chanted my 16 rounds, but when I read that all of Vrindavan is present in the sound of the Mahamantra, he elaborated Radha Krishna, Vyasa Sakis, the Manjaris, Govardhan, Varshana, Prem Sarovar, Terkadamba, all the places we go. And the moods and the rasas, the emotions are there. As well as, the birds, the bees, and, the frogs, Vrajrenu. It's all there in Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that way we can understand that the Lord's very far away, but out of this causeless mercy, He's present with us at the same time. I remember one time we were in Geneva, and Prabhupada was speaking about Krishna, and he paused, and he went like this. He said, "Here's Krishna, take him." I thought, what? The yogis, the jnanis, they spend millions of lives coming to the point of bhakti, where they have a chance to associate with Krishna. Vasudeva Sabhavati Samhatma Sudurama, even for devotees, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, for many, many lifetimes, one will achieve me. But here's Prabhupada, here's Krishna, take him. So sometimes it's the spiritual masters, the representative of Srimati Radharani, other times it said he's a representative of Lord Nityananda. But we know it was Lord Nityananda who went to the common people and gave them Krishna consciousness. Mahaprabhu was preaching to the intelligence. Maharaj Patrapruga, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, leader of the sannyasis, he's also preaching to him. But Nitai and Haridas, they went out, town to town, door to door, making people to preach. So Prabhupada, I see him often as a manifestation of Lord Nityananda's mercy. Here's Krishna, take him. We have to take him. Don't neglect, don't procrastinate. There's the offer. It's simply amazing. So yes, Krishna is far away, but he's present very, very near as well. And so I was thinking, we're separated now. We're very far away, but we're very near as well with the grace of modern technology. This is a great time to take birth in Kali Yuga. What? Yes, the demigods, they're praying to take birth in Kali Yuga, because there's a special concession that just by chanting this mantra, living a pure life, one can achieve the supreme goal. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said, I see no reason why all my disciples could not go back to God in one lifetime, if they're serious about the process of Krishna consciousness. So by the grace of Kali Yuga, there's no grace in Kali Yuga, but Mahaprabhu comes and changes the atmosphere. You could say, Yukta Vairagya means that we're renounced, but Yukta Vairagya means Real renunciation is to use everything in Krishna's service because everything belongs to Krishna. He created it, he maintains it, he destroys it. So we've learned this art from Srila Prabhupada, Yukta Vairagya, to utilize everything in Krishna's service, including, like right now. This is like, there's Vata and Vani. Vani means instructions. Vata means the personal association with the spiritual master. So I'm not there in the rooms with you, but it's like 97% Vata. Because you can see me. You can hear me. You can hear my heart's emotions in Krishna consciousness. So that maybe that's one reason the demigods, because it's like, I often say that there's something's expensive all year, but around a certain time of the year, Christmas or New Year's, there's a sale. Things are 50% off. So there's a sale in Kali Yuga. Perfection is easily achieved. Harinam, Harinam, Harinama eva kevalam. Hello, nasteva, 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 bhakti anyata. It was predicted millions of years ago. This is the Upanishad speaking to us. That the age of Kali, easiest and most simple, sublime way is through oral reception, chanting mantras and hearing from the Guru. Previously, one would live with the spiritual master from the age of 5 up to the age of 25. And then one went out into the world. Some boys would remain brahmacharis, most would marry. Ladies were trained, of course, amongst their families. The senior women were training little girls. So it was all training from 5 to 25. And then you left the ashram with the Guru. And you had to remember what he told you. Maybe sometimes you could visit. But those years were, youth is meant for learning, middle age is meant for applying that knowledge, and old age is meant for realizing that knowledge. So those student years were there. But now in Kali Yuga, like the grace of science and technology, Yukta Vairagya, you can turn on the computer or your phone, and you can see your spiritual master at the time of the day you want. More importantly, hearing from him, seeing him, is to hear from him. Because this is the real connection with the Guru. Even in the old days, this is how the connection was made. It's an exchange of knowledge. The spiritual master gives the knowledge how to go from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge, and from the material world to the spiritual world, all through speaking, how to get out of the entanglement of material life, and how to enter the blissful world of Goloka, where every step is a dance, every word is a song, and there's a festival every day. So this is how how I'm nourishing you, like the mother gives her breast milk to the baby. So this is the milk, this is the nectar of, I'm nourishing you by my lectures. Sotomayor rightly pointed out, there was a time in my career where I don't think it was a criticism. For some it was a criticism, that was an observation. My lectures were quite basic. Actually, Prabhupada's lectures were quite basic. Of course, there's many lectures that are deeper, and of course, in Krishna book we hear so many deep subject matters. He said one time, where he wrote actually in Krishna book introduction, that when my disciples come to the stage of Vipralamba, feeling separation from Krishna, this Krishna book will give them souls. So, yes, Prabhupada gave us everything. But, okay, we take it, my lectures, you go back to the Nartam.com and listen to some of the first lectures from the basic, but that's how Prabhupada trains us. We can't jump over, we have to understand the top of it before we go deeper. But when I heard that, this is a little confidential, but I won't be any longer. that I was a little disturbed that people were thinking my lectures were too basic. So I went to Jaipur. I was in Vrindavan, and I went to Jaipur alone. Took a taxi there, and I went to see Govindaji, the beloved deity of Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada. And you know, sometimes they let you come right in front of the deity, because I've been going for so many years when I was sadhu, I knew the Pujari, he let me come and I said, Prabhu, give me a few minutes with Govindaji. And so many people, I said, please, a few minutes. So he said, okay, and he blocked the people. And on that day, about that hour, that minute, I said to Govindaji, you know, my spiritual master has asked me to preach globally and have faith in the holy names. I'm a sannyasi and traveling. My main service is enlightening others about Krishna consciousness, especially my disciples. That's my main service, my disciples. So I said to him, please, can you just give me the ability to speak so that I can touch people's heart? Make me look intelligent. Let me speak to them. Let Saraswati dance on the tip of my tongue. I said it like that. Let Saraswati dance on the tip of my tongue. So I can go and I can preach in such a way that I can go deeper and those who listen to me can go deeper because, well, that's what we're here for, to go back to God. And I must have been there like 15 minutes of this long line. I went on and on. Please bless me to be able to preach, to deliver the common people, and to inspire my disciples in Braj Bhakti. So then the Pujari said, well, it's been here 15 minutes. So I paid full Dandavats to Govindaji, and I left walking backwards, looking at them, I didn't turn my back on them. And I came in front, with the people over there, and I paid obeisances. So something happened. Now anyway, I am what I am, but I very much love preaching to the common people. I've developed some ability to touch the hearts of, I often speak in front of 3,000-4,000 people in Polish, whoever. I was recently in Sydney, Australia, and they asked me to speak to a corporate organization, corporate people, like the richest people in Sydney, the business people. I was asked to give a lecture to about 40 or 50 of them. And I just prayed to the Govindaji, and I said, let Saraswati dance on my tongue. And I gave a lecture, they liked it, they all stood up and applauded. I learned some corporate ideas from Sri Prahlad because he's a professor of business, so I learned some things. And then I just included so many spiritual subjects. So something's happening, and then as Maharaj mentioned, I was in Vrindavan and COVID came and Radharani slammed the door on me. I've been traveling, how many years? 45, 50 years. Always moving. And I couldn't go out because I could see outside the funeral pyres and I saw people dying. I looked at my library and I said, I have to keep preaching, especially to my disciples and the most important service. So anyway, I read all the books and then I came in contact with the Vrindavan Research Institute and, I taking lessons from Hari Prasad Prabhu and Gopinath Acharya at Oxford University, and, just the GBC Shastra Committee. I always, refer to them if I have any questions. And kind of history now. We have almost 800 lectures only about Vrindavan. So what I'm trying to say is not about me, it's about Krishna, because you can see my faith in deity worship it's ad infinitum now, because I asked Govindaji, please, this is my service. And he looks like he gave me some mercy, so my faith in the Archavigraha form of the Lord is so deep now. One time Prabhupada said, I've always said that, I often say that in Los Angeles he was installed the small Chota Radha Krishna deities before it would be Dwarkadish. And he said, if you see these deities as brass, they'll remain brass to you forever. But if you worship them accordingly to the rules and regulations as I've given them, then one day these deities will speak to you. So I have that faith now that one day Krishna will speak to us in this Archariya form because I got some mercy. So anyway, my gratitude to all of you is to keep speaking for as long as I have life in this body, just to keep speaking like my spiritual master did, Srila Prabhupada. On his departure, he was speaking into the microphone, the final purpose he gave to Srila Bhagavatam. So I see that as my main duty. And that's our bhavu. That's our bhavu. And therefore I feel very, when I'm lecturing, please take it that I'm lecturing to you individually. Don't take it as some public address. When you hear all these lectures, it takes me 10 hours to prepare. 10 hours for each lecture. Because Prabhupada said in speaking about circles, you have to be able to refer to the scripture. It's here, what I'm saying is here, Chaitanya-charitamrita, Govinda-lilamrita, Bhagavad Gita, Ujjvala-nilamani. I have to, so it takes me 10 hours, and my recordings take sometimes 4 or 5 hours. But if I don't like the lecture I've given, you can ask my secretaries. I just record it again. It looks really easy. Gurudev gave me a 45-minute lecture on Radharani's tears. And but it took 10, 15 hours of research. And sometimes if I don't like what I didn't like the mood, or I made a mistake, I record the whole thing. So this is for you. It's for you, I'm doing this. It's my expression of my love for all of you to learn everything about Brahma. I have a little hard time now giving lectures about the body. I have to do it sometimes. But I just love researching about Vrindavan. And I love talking about Vrindavan. And as a result, I miss Vrindavan dearly. Right now I'm in San Francisco. This is where I was born. But, so many things I think here, so nonsense. And I'm on the way to China. I'm leaving on Monday for China for 4 or 5 weeks. I can't even dress like this. I have to take my civilian dress. Sometimes I wear a wig there also. But I'm always thinking of Braj. And when I'm in Braj, I'm thinking of preaching in the West. So it's kind of these moods are conflicting. It's like a turbulent motion, which I heard sometimes that's what bhakti is like. Different emotions and everything. But I'm very happy, Krishna consciousness, and I'm very happy to be able to share with each of you. I share with the world, but I focus on you. I share to the world. We're doing the Polish tour in the summer. I lecture 2,000, 3,000 people. But I focus on all of you, so you never forget the Paramita. I give that example of when a sailor's on the ocean. He's going across the ocean. He may be a good sailor, but never thinks he's a creature of the water. And he's always keeping, he's doing so many things very nicely, but always keeping his mind. When am I going to get to the land? And his heartbeat, like that. When am I going to get to the land? When he sees the land, in English we say, land ho! So I'm trying to keep you focused, because we have school, we have work, we have our social lives, we have taxes to pay, everything. But AK couldn't remember them. So please listen to my humble self as a representative of Srila Prabhupada and remain inspired in Krishna consciousness. These lectures inspire us because I often say, we know who we are, we know where we're going. And this is my gift to all of you. It's the way of expressing my gratitude. And I'm very happy to do it, even in the midst of my busy traveling. There's no time. Actually, I only sleep like 4 hours a night, because I'm just preparing those lectures for all of you. So drink deeply of the nectar, and anyone who inspires you, it's not just me. This is an international society for Krishna consciousness, and there's many senior devotees. And whoever is loyal to this movement and is articulate and has devotion for Guru and Vaishnava, you listen to them and listen to Sri Prabhupada. I'm just like a parrot repeating what he said. And especially Prabhupada's bhajans. We all have our kirtan leaders that we love. To hear them from Kirtan and Sri Prabhupada, there's a special mercy that comes from that. So in your homes and your temples, Vande Sita, that famous listen to Prabhupada's bhajans. Make them, they're kind of disappearing, which I find is not good. Listen to Prabhupada's bhajans like this. Shravanam Kirtanam brings Krishna Smart. Hearing and chanting brings Krishna Smart. So I don't want to take too much time either. I just kind of really eager to speak to all of you because I miss you. I miss all of you. I have a long list of disciples that I travel with. I just open up the book and look at the name. I remember Moscow, Vyasa, Pune, St. Petersburg, Sochi. I remember you went to write. And you're Vrindavan. Russians can come to Vrindavan. We have a Kartik Purnima. If you can come, please join. We can do Vrindavan, Vrindavan, Jaipur, and Mayapur is okay. And then you can get the full volume, 100%, of Krishna's space. All glories to Sri Prabhupada, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Приятно, спасибо, дорогой Гуру Махарадж, за ваше потрясающее вступление.
सभी साथ में गाएंगे हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे राम हरे राम राम हरे हरे श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की
Hare Krishna. Auspicious of Puja of Guru Maharaj, I welcome all the devotees who have assembled for this noble cause, and to speak about few words about the importance of Vyasa Puja. Today we have gathered to celebrate Vyasa Puja, and it's a sacred occasion dedicated to expressing our gratitude to the spiritual master in the disciplic succession descending from Vyasa Deva. So Vyasa Puja literally worship of Vyasa. It honors the great sage who compiled the Vedas, authored the Mahabharata, Vedanta Sutra and Puranas, and gave the humanity the invaluable gift of Srimad Bhagavatam. In the tradition, in the tradition of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, we celebrate Vyasa Puja by offering respects to our spiritual master, who represents Vyasa Deva and carries forward the divine knowledge unchanged. The spiritual master opens our eyes with the torchlight of wisdom and guides us to the path of devotional service to Lord Krishna. Though his instructions, examples and compassion, we learn how to apply the teachings of scriptures in our daily lives. Vyasa Puja reminds us that spiritual advancement is not possible without humility, gratitude, and sincere service to the Guru. So there is no liberation with the Guru and Gauranga. By following their words, we can achieve a lot in this lifetime for which this human life is given to us. Otherwise, we all know that how we are different from other living beings. We have like common 4 activities, but the intellect given to the human race is basically to identify the connection with the spiritual master and the Lord and how we follow these practices and go back to the, like, go ahead, back to home. On this auspicious day, let us renew our commitment to follow the teachings we have received and pray for the strength to serve with sincerity and devotion. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. We can start with offerings. Prabhu?
Yes, yes.
Okay, we can start with Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna Gurudev, wish you a very happy Krishna conscious birthday. I love you, my Gurudev, and especially your kirtans are my soul. Gurudev, I love the story of a silver spoon. Gurudev, I want to play football with you. I am waiting for that day. I am so fortunate that I got your association, and it's been 3 years that I am coming for Kartik Yatra and getting your divine association. And especially when you come to Pune, you shower so much of love and affection towards me. I have framed the letter you have written for me. No one in this world can love me, care for me, and think of my welfare as much as you do, Gurudev. Thank you for giving your shelter. Gurudev, by your mercy, I am chanting 5 rounds daily since 3 years daily. Before going to school, Gurudev, I am also going for Kirtan Seva in temple every Wednesday for the pleasure of Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra since 1.5 years. Gurudev, on this auspicious day, please bless me that my love for you increases day by day and I can do kirtans forever to please Panchatattva, Vaishnavas and you, my dearest spiritual master. Please come to Pune soon and give your divine association. Love you, my spiritual master, your spiritual son Chaitanya.
Thank you so much for that wonderful offering. We'll have Janvi read her offering next.
Dear Srila Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisance. After you asked me to chant in Kartik Parikrama in Puri, I am chanting my rounds daily. I am writing this to say thank you for making me a wonderful devotee of Krishna. I really love to listen your lectures about Lord Krishna and Radha and Vrindavan. When you talk about it, feels like I am right there in the forest with cows, gopis, gopas and Radha Krishna playing with monkeys. I love to hear your kirtans and dance for Krishna. I like to travel with you in Kartik Parikrama, book tour and also Vyasa Puja. You travel around the world to share holy name of Krishna to everyone. When I first met you in 2020 for book tour in Sri Sri Radha Kunja Bihari Temple, Pune, I felt like I have found my own spiritual master. And also I read the sacred forest of Vrindavan, western bank of Yamuna with my parents. I used to read it for bedtime stories. Then in the second book tour, you signed the books Sacred Forest of Vrindavan, Eastern Banks of Yamuna and Govardhan, and also adventure of traveling monk. And this year you signed Sri Radha and her 8 companion. I carry the precious gift that you gave me. I feel very happy when you hold my hand while walking in Kartik Parikrama, and I miss you so much. When my school days are going on, I really miss the days of Kartik Parikrama when you were with all of us and we all used to spend time in holy places. Please bless me so that I never forget Krishna and remember him always. Thank you for being such a kind and caring spiritual master for everyone. Your servant Janvi.
Prabhu, who is next?
We'll have Krishna say his offering, and after that, Mokshada. Okay. So
And
then.
it can be casual,
Yeah.
out of heart as well, you know, you
Yeah.
don't have to prepare for it. Just few words, everybody can say it.
Okay, Mokshada.
My dear Gurudev, you know that I am your friend from Jaipur. When I was a small baby, I thought you are Prabhupada, so I hug you and lick your fingers. When you took me in your lap, when I grew up, my mother told me he is not Prabhupada, he is Srila Gurudev. So I understand. When I was 8 years old, you came and signed my new diary. It was a wonderful day I spent with you. I love my Gurudev. When I was 6 months old, he named me a Govindev Das. I love you, Gurudev, and you are my friend forever. Can I hug you now and every time I meet you?
Before I met Gurudev at Abha's house, I only heard him in stories and lectures. Above in my Vidyashram, there was Mataji and he told many stories about Indra Sai Maharaj. And when I met him at Abha's house, we heard many stories and he gave little lectures. We shared many experiences and I also gave him a gift of Jagannath painting and he was very happy.
Up next, we have Rupeshwar Prabhu. After Rupeshwar Prabhu, it will be myself.
After the offering, we will give mic.
Hare Krishna all. Srila Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and to you, Srila Gurudev. I have never imagined that I would found my spiritual master as swiftly as you accepted me as your disciple on the first go. Srila Gurudev, I am your most insincere and insignificant servant. It is only and only you who have given space and kept me, a fallen soul, in your lotus feet. I have heard many lectures of you, Srila Prabhupada, senior Vaishnavas, and commentaries of acharyas, where it is reiterated many times that There is no qualification of a disciple to find a spiritual master, but it is the kripa of spiritual master and will of Supreme Personality of Godhead to attach a soul to a spiritual master and to Paramatma. I am indebted to you, life after life, for giving your shelter to a fallen soul like me. Since when I am in senses, I am carrying a bond and love with Sri Radha Govind Dev Ji, and I always believe that everything for me will be decided by the Govind Dev Ji, and He has bestowed His mercy through your shelter. The name given to me and your affirmation at the time of my initiation that you accept me as your disciple will be my treasure for life. Kindly bless us to develop the kind of feeling and love you have for Sri Radha Govind Dev Ji. Kindly bless me to serve you and always keep me in your shelter. Your ever residing servant, Shri Rupeshwar Das.
You hold it 1 minute. No, you've got so many things in your hand. No, I can hold it.
No, because I just did it.
Take your time, we are not in a rush.
But this is a good time to take a photo.
I know exactly.
Dearest Srila Guru, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. Srila Gurudev, from time immemorial, a jiva is just hankering for one thing. That is to gain its position, eternal position back. Why? Because it's looking for love. As the great French novelist Georges Sand wrote in the 19th century, there is only one happiness in this life, to love and to be loved. In this quest of love, I too started my search as a teenager, finding where I could get the purest form of love. From lovers to friendships, from partners to soulmates, I couldn't find the love which could soothe my heart, because to some extent every bond was temporary, transactional and self-centered. But then I got to know the true meaning of love. As you always say in your lectures, love means to give more than you take. It means to show continuous efforts without having expectations in return. When I heard your lectures about the pastimes of the Lord He has with His devotees, and a pure devotee has with his disciples, my quest for love was over. I could understand that Krishna, being the reservoir of love, can only quench my thirst, as He did for so many of His devotees, like Prahlad Maharaj, Draupadi, the gopis of Vrindavan, Hanumanji, and so many more. In this regard, I would like to read a short expert by one of your godbrothers, His Grace Shrutikirti Prabhu, and how Srila Prabhupada defines love. The loving reciprocation between Guru and his disciples is very easily seen in airport receptions. Fortunate observers in the airport today witnessed something like this. For several minutes, it seemed that everyone was in transcendental bliss and that no one's feet touched the ground. Torrents of ecstatic tears flowed freely from everyone, except for one fallen soul, that was me. When we arrived in Srila Prabhupada's quarters about noon, and I once got prepared for his massage. During the massage, my mind was disturbed. I could not free myself from the pain of thinking that everyone has such love for their Guru except for me. I was a cheater, an impostor. I finally got courage to speak while massaging Prabhupada's back. That way, I didn't have to speak face to face. Srila Prabhupada, I said, all your disciples have so much love for you. I feel so bad because I lack this intense love. When I'm with you at the airport, I can see everyone dancing, chanting, crying. I have so much association with you, yet I don't feel this overwhelming love like they do. I hoped he would say something to relieve my mind. He stayed silent, tormented. I finished my massage service and went back to the room to finish preparing his lunch. After he chanted the Gayatri Mantra, he called me into his room. As I entered, I offered my obeisances and looked up with much concern because he had a serious look on his face. So, do you like serving me? He asked. Oh yes, Srila Prabhupada, I replied. I like serving you very much. Then that's love, he said. Everyone can do so many things. Singing, dancing, jumping up and down. But you are actually doing something. Isn't that love? I guess so, Srila Prabhupada, I said. So you just do your service, he said. That is all what is necessary. That is what love means, to do service. So Srila Gurudev, I am very grateful to you for showing me what actual true love is. How you keep loving all of us endlessly, despite our shortcomings, setbacks, mistakes, laziness. You tolerate us day and night and remind us again and again what the goal of our life is, that is Golok Vrindavan. So on this Vyasa Puja day, I vow to also try my best to endlessly love you by serving you, my most wonderful God family, Vaishnavas and other living entities till my last breath, and giving them the Krishna Prem I receive from you. At last, I conclude my offering with the verse Vritrasura offers to the Lord. But in this regard, I offer this verse to you. Sorry, just a minute. So the verse goes like Ajata Paksha Iva Mataram Khaga Stanyam Yatha Vatsatarakshudartha Priyam Priyeva Vishitam Vishanna Manoravinda Drakshite Drakshite Tvam. The translation goes, O lotus-eyed Lord, as baby birds that have not yet developed their wings always look for their mother to return and feed them, as small calves tied with ropes await anxiously the time for milking, when they will be allowed to drink the milk of their mothers, or as a morose wife whose husband is far away always longs for him to return and satisfy her in all respects, I always yearn for the opportunity to render direct service to you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Now I request Nandiraj Prabhu to come and lead us off.
Right. Actually, I don't have I written, but it is over email and my mobile is there. But I cannot read that. Whatever I try to speak from my hand. So I would like to thank Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada and all the Vaishnavas present here. So actually, I would like to speak about my journey, how I aspired for Srila Gurudev, and how I met him. So actually I started as usually from 1 round to 2 to 4 like that, and then came to 16th round, then hearing the lecture that one should have a group. So before that only I think we started during the lockdown period only. We used to see the programs of Sri Gurudev. Then I didn't know who is actually Guru and who is what. So then I thought, will he ever come to here in India, and then I'll see him and probably I'll ask him if he can accept me. So I tried to reach him on Instagram and messaged him multiple times. So I thought sometime maybe he's not me or somebody else on his behalf might be watching out for Instagram messages. Then I was in Vrindavan for Kartik Yatra, same year. So I was looking at the post also. He was in Vrindavan Kartik Yatra. So wherever I was going, I will think that maybe he will be there. So whenever I saw, so I thought Srila Gurudev is from Russia. I never thought he is from America. So whenever I find any devotee from Russia, I ask him, whose disciple are you? Who is your guru? So I think they were from Sashinandan Maharaj disciples. So our yatra concluded, we came back and I could not meet Sri Gurudev, but he was there. I didn't know that his type of yatra is different, not so he'll go to somewhere remote and then go to Kirtan, then come back. So I came back and then I prayed to Srila Prabhupada that you help me find my spiritual master. And then I gave up in the sense, I just continued my devotional services and I came into counseling group. They were all disciples of His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj. So whenever somebody will ask who's your spiritual master, I will not speak on that. I never told them who my aspiring for. I was thinking that sometimes Srila Prabhupada will tell me. So I thought I will not be able to meet Srila Gurudev. Let Srila Prabhupada guide me. I think after a couple of years, the book tour was announced and Gurudev came to Pune. Actually, we were drinking water in the water cooler of Puja and there was a poster. we read that, oh, he's coming. January, I think, January when first time when he came. Then we came and we met actually. Karthamashi I asked him. So he gave me his number and say whatever name you want and then you can call me. We met Panchji and Prabhuji and Devdari Govind Prabhu. They were standing outside. And they added me in the group and they called me that you come in the evening program also in NBCC. Then we went there and took the shelter. So actually, sometimes we get restless. I have seen not pinpointing devotees. Please follow me. What I'm trying to say is, spiritual master is not someone who we can find actually. It is all mercy of Krishna and Krishna only, I would say. So, in Ramayana there is a slope, right? Chopai that बिन सत्संग विवेक न होई, बिन हरि कृपा सुलभ न सोई. So बिन हरि कृपा, बिन Ram कृपा, we cannot meet the devotees also. So if there is no mercy, we cannot see even one sadhu. We cannot meet them. We cannot get their association. So by constant endeavor in devotional service, we can get whatever we want, regardless of whatever norms may be. I have seen devotees in His Holiness Narada Swami Maharaj, they were waiting for 16, 18 years. They got initiated, they say. So I aspire for that kind of Guru Nishtha, and I pray in the lotus feet of Srila Gurudeva and Srila Prabhupada that I develop little bit of love in the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev and Krishna, and whatever capacity I can serve. I know his mood is preaching. He don't want anyone to settle down somewhere and just be a bhajanandi. I heard in the lecture also. So he don't permits to be a bhajanandi. He said that you preach in whatever capacity you can. Even Srila Prabhupada said, if you learn one word, speak one word. So our mission is not like going somewhere, settle down, and then just do our chanting and whatever devotional service. I think within the society we should stay, try to preach, spread the mission, and by that we get the mercy. We think that by staying in the family or maybe in the society, we are attracted to so many essential gratifications, all those. So sometimes we feel that we are getting more entangled by staying here. We should move out. But what I could understand so far is that by practicing devotion only we can stay within the society, stay aloof from those gratifications, and serve the mission. And by that, we please our, even if Gurudev is not aware that whatever we are doing here, still we get the mercy. So, I think that personally feel that I don't feel that to be in one spotlight and then serve. Stay somewhere in a remote area and then try to serve the mission. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for that offering. Up next we have Kumari Priya Mataji, and after her Vinodini Mataji.
Dear devotees, my pranam Bhagavad, dear Srila Gurudeva and Srila Prabhupada and Guru Parampara. First I will read my mother offering. She is more like a Jivan. She got first initiation earlier than we with Raghupati Prabhu, but second initiation we got together. So her name is Prema Madhuri Devidasi. Dear Srila Indradyumna Sai Maharaj, dear Gurudev, my congratulations and best wishes on the occasion of your birthday. Please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and the Guru Parampara. I am very happy to be your disciple. I am very grateful to God and the devotees that brought me to you. Thank you for your mercy and the opportunity to serve you both as Vaishnavas and other living beings. Thank you so much for your wishes, lectures, showing us the way to God. I like to listen to your lectures and to read your books, the source of wisdom. I always try to follow your instructions. Thank you for your kind heart and your prayers for everyone. I wish you a long and fruitful life in Krishna consciousness. With love, respect, and deep obeisances, your servant Prema Madhuri Devi Dasi.
She lives in Kazakhstan.
But regularly she visits India for parikram with Srila Gurudeva. She is very happy to be in our family of Srila Prabhupada. Now is my offering. Happy birthday, dear Srila Indradina Sai Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and the Guru Parampara. I wish you a long, healthy, and happy life. I am very grateful to you for giving us mercy and the opportunity to serve you, both as Vaishnavas and other living beings. I am very, very grateful to God and the devotees who brought me to you. I am really wanted to be your disciple. Thank you so much for leading us from ignorance to knowledge, from darkness to light, from the temporary to the eternal, from ego to the divine. I always want to follow you and your blissful instructions. Thank you so much for your example of pure selfless service for the benefit of all, for your love and care for us, for revealing the absolute truth, for your beautiful, kind heart and prayers for everyone and everybody, for your amazing lectures on Radha and Krishna, for your heartfelt kirtans, for your spiritual dance, and for your engaging books. When I look into your eyes, I drown in an ocean of divine love, and I want to follow you forever. May your years be long. I'm sure Srila Prabhupada is pleased with you. I wish you all the best and good luck. With respect, love, and deepest obeisances, your servant Kumari Priya. Srila Gurudeva Ki Jai. Thank you, dear devotees. And I want to tell thank you, everybody, because without you, we are nothing, we are shunya. So please give us blessings to be more better devotees, to do more seva for everybody. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Now we'll have Shamala Mataji. Shamala Mataji read her offering, and then Vinodini Mataji.
Krishna, dear Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna, my dear devotee family. For me, I heard many times a statement saying devotee life is simple for simple and complicated for complicated. And this was always a question mark in my head that who is simple? And one day I heard His Holiness Indradumna Swami Maharaj's lecture, which remained so close to my heart. He said that whenever he was feeling, too much pressure, and of course he didn't, how they are, they don't have any pressure because they are so transcendental. But just to show us the light, he just said that because sometimes he feels stressed out, so he just goes away to Jaipur. And what he does there, he just goes and sits in Radha Govindev temple and all the other temples. And he goes there and just seeks association of all the simple people who come there daily. It's their duty, to get up in the morning, and whatever time they leave for work, first they go to Radha Govind Dev Ji's temple, take darshan, sit there for a while, and then go to work. So Maharaj said that whenever I feel low in my devotion, I just go there to get some energy from these simple people. So it was like, oh my God, it's that simple. And then when I went to Jaipur after that and visited all these temples, actually after taking darshan of the Lord, I was actually, just looking at those simple people and thinking that, yes, you can actually get so much energy from them, They just have the vow like a gopi, how they just looking at the Lord. All the ladies are singing kirtan and they are dancing, and it was such a joyous atmosphere. So I thank Maharaj very much for showing me that kind of light to go and see all these simple people. And this has always been very dear to me. It also energized me, when I go there. I just feel that, God, please call me at least once in a year to, just take that kind of energy that is over there. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Pranam to all Vaishnavas. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I am very fortunate to have opportunity to write to you on the auspicious day of the appearance. I am very fortunate that you are entered in my life and heart. Many a time I think that where I would have been without you. Gurudev, I love your lectures and your traveling mode. I am waiting every Friday for your lecture as it is a matinee show. It is like an addiction for me. Maharaj, it feels like that a movie is going on, where visuals are your darshan, your Vani is melodious sound, and I get amazed when you give extraordinary sound like cuckoo bird sound, God's Hansi's cow and thunderstorm, etc. And you're just shouting boom like this. Gurudev, I love when you again and again repeat Srila Prabhupada's quote, and you have a strong love for your spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. Gurudev, I don't know when I develop love for you and Srila Prabhupada and Harinam. You are such an expert preacher, Guru Maharaj. Each time I heard you, I am amazed at how are you able to do all these things at this age. Exactly. I remember your instruction every day through your lectures, and these are my inspiration. Your servant, Guru Vitasi. Thank you.
Up next we have Ram Murari Prabhu, and then we have Braj Bihari Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Swami Maharaj, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I must thank your disciples also, who are an extension of your mercy, because it feels so very special to give an offering for Indra Maharaj. And I will give you a little bit of flashback about how my connection with Maharaj has been. Long back in about the year 2000 or 2003 and 4, I was living in the US, and at that time I used to read Maharaj's emails used to come, the diary of a traveling monk. And it was so very special for me. I was super excited by reading all the amazing way Maharaj used to meet different people in different cultures. Sometimes he would get different artifacts and अलग-अलग हिंदी इस बेटा बात थी हिंदी में बोलूं और कैसे महाराज है ना इतना सैर करते थे अलग-अलग देशों में जाते थे अलग-अलग कल्चर्स में लोगों को मिलते थे उनको अलग-अलग गिफ्ट्स मिलते थे तो ये सब बातें इतनी मुझे इतनी स्पेशल लगती थी दैट आई वुड टेल यू आई वुड डू वेरी समथिंग वेरी फनी मैं वहाँ पर अमेरिका में रहता था और वहाँ पे जो अमेरिकन लोग मेरे दोस्त थे या मेरे कलीग्स थे तो उनको मैं ये महाराज की ईमेल प्रिंट आउट लेके बांटता था I would distribute them as this. Look what is happening. This is an American. You are also an American. Take inspiration from him. So I would do this funny things. Actually, those people were not very interested, but they would wonder kya hua. So I remember all these things about how Maharaj used to have these amazing incidents, and every 15 days. 15 days mein aata tha na, I think it was every 15 days. One email used to come, which used to give details about Maharaj's most recent things. Now the other thing is that as time progressed and when we started doing some kirtan programs and all that, then I realized what Maharaj was doing in Poland. So in the emails that I was referring to, Maharaj used to write about his travels and the different programs. तो मैंने देखा कि पोलैंड में महाराज एक साल में 100 प्रोग्राम करते थे. And this fascinated me like anything. क्योंकि जब हम ईमेल में पढ़ते थे हाँ इधर प्रोग्राम था सभी महाराज बनाते 3-4 हज़ार लोगों के सामने बात करते थे पर जब हम खुद प्रोग्राम करते हैं छोटा सा 20-25 लोग के लिए, तो उसमें जितना प्लानिंग लगता है, उसके बाद में मैं सोच रहा था कि जब आपको साल में 300 प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब एवरी थर्ड डे, आज इस टाउन में है, अब परसों और किधर होने वाला है, फिर और किधर होने वाला है। और उनका जो पार्टी रहता था, महाराष्ट्र जो सेक्रेटरीज रहते थे, देयर शुड बी अ रेकी टीम, वो आगे जाते थे, वहाँ पे सेटिंग करते थे, फिर वो आगे जाते थे। सो आई कुडंट बिलीव इट दैट सच अ थिंग वाज हैपनिंग. So Maharaj has done this kind of preaching, and that created so much excitement in my mind that I want to go to Poland and see sometimes कि कैसा हुआ होगा, कैसे महाराज इतने सारे लोगों को वहाँ पर इतने प्रोग्राम्स कैसे कर सकते हैं. This is actually humanly impossible. It's only the grace of the Lord that is manifesting that somebody can do more than 100 programs in a year. हम लोग, मैं बता रहा था माता जी के गुरुदेव जी, इधर महाराज का मैं emails पढ़ता था. They should do 100 programs से भी ज़्यादा in Poland in a year, and that means then when I was calculating, they had said, उनको कैसी दिक्कतें होती थी. लास्ट टाइम उस गांव में गए थे तो वहाँ पर ये हॉल मिलता था, अभी वो पॉलिटिशियन लोग ये हॉल अलाउ नहीं कर रहे हैं. फिर उन्होंने इधर किया, कैसे जाके वहाँ पे बीच पे नाचते गाते और वहाँ पे इन्विटेशन देते और सोचते आज तो प्रोग्राम पे कोई नहीं आएगा, फिर बहुत सारे लोग आ जाते. ऐसे उनके ये सब ईमेल्स पढ़ के मेरा इतना एक्साइटमेंट बढ़ जाता था. So I was like, as I was telling, मैं US में रहता था, तो मेरे जो US colleagues थे, like people I was working with in American Express company and all that, तो ऐसी रैंडम लोगों को मैं ना महाराज के ईमेल्स प्रिंट आउट लेके देता था कि देखो ये ऐसा एक अमेरिकन इंडिया में कर रहा है, तुम भी आ जाओ. तो वो सोचते थे ये तो for them it was not something very special, but I was in craze, I used to think about this. Sometimes there were special prayers, Maharaj would pray for some lost children, this, that, all these things have somehow, Maharaj ki jo emails were so very special to me. And then I did not know that sometime later I might get a chance to glorify him like this. And also then special things happened. I was at the initiation of Raspal and Prabhuji, and Maharaj had come, and I saw he was so loving. I was thinking how special this is. And then, very recently, as an extension of Maharaj's mercy, his disciples over here, Panchajan Prabhu especially, he invited me when Maharaj had come to Gagan Unnati, and they gave me the special opportunity to wash Maharaj's feet. I was crying that I was so very happy. So that was, very, very special for me. And I hear from Chaitanya, his parents, how Maharaj is going to Jaipur and having this special relationship with Radha Govind Dev Ji. I must tell you, my wife was telling me just some time back now. So now we have this arrangement between us that because Indra Maharaj has said that Govind Dev Ji is special, so we must go to Jaipur every once a year. And when we go over there, we are always visualizing, we are telling Govind Dev Ji that we are from Indra Maharaj family. So like that. So Jaipur is also a very special place, and Maharaj is extremely special. We've had the opportunity to hear Maharaj's Kirtans. So a couple of years back when the GRC center opened in Govardhan, that time there was a Kirtan festival like for a day, Kirtan, what we call it, a full day Kirtan. So Maharaj had come and then we had this opportunity to be over there, and I'm telling you that, somehow it is their love, it is their intense connection with Krishna that makes Maharaj's Kirtan so very special that, everybody was dancing and you could get a glimpse of the spiritual world. Just like I remember the feeling I had when Maharaj was singing. It was like this, that as if, movies में दिखाते हैं कि कोई आदमी है जिसकी याददाश्त खो गई और फिर एक दिन उसी एनवायरनमेंट में आ गया, वैसे ही कुछ हो रहा है, उसकी याददाश्त फिर आ जाती है. तो मुझे ऐसा लगा मेरी याददाश्त वापस आ गई अभी. That I'm actually from the spiritual world and this is the spiritual world and this is what the reality is. So ऐसे कुछ पर्दा खुल गया ऐसा मुझे लग रहा था. So in Maharaj Kirtan we was crying. And I was, total ecstasy. So Maharaj, thank you very much for being an extension of Srila Prabhupada. See over here, we can only imagine what kind of a relationship he must be having with Srila Prabhupada and how the love that he received from Prabhupada, he is giving to his disciples, and by the mercy of his disciples, we are still, receiving this love over here. So thank you very much again for giving us an opportunity also to express ourselves, Panchajan Prabhu. Thank you very much.
I wanted to say there was so many other things.
We have Braj Bihari Prabhu and after that Ravasi Kamataji.
Hare Krishna.
Where's the guitar, Prabhu? I was expecting.
Not guitar this time. This time, my offering was the offering original offering which I wrote, it is a top secret between me and Gurudev. But today, I would say it's a few what we say interactions with Gurudev, loving interactions. How Gurudev helped me in my life was once when I was in my voice class, my youth voice. So there were a lot of services. There were no one in the voice मतलब कोई सेवा करने के लिए नहीं था. Then everyone were being assigned some different services and all. So I had kitchen department, preaching department, and then I was also handling internal seva department. So it was like a chaos for me. Yes, because so much of load was there, so no seva was being done properly. So no seva was being done properly, due to which I got some scoldings that what are you doing and all. So that day I felt bad. I am here to serve everyone, but service is not happening properly. So the next day itself, my one of very dear god brother Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so he sent me one lecture of Shri Gurudev. Because I prayed to Gurudev, Gurudev, I am not finding any way, please guide me somehow. Then immediately he sent one lecture to me. Out of nowhere, because it was nothing planned or something like that. Out of nowhere, he sent me a lecture. It was the lecture where Shri Gurudev was sharing the story how he used to preach in Paris. So how he used to wear the garland and he used to go to book distribution. So at the end of that lecture, he said one instruction that he said that book distribution is the highest pleasure in this material world. And I have taken this pleasure 11 years without even a single break. So I request, but now as I am getting old, I cannot take that pleasure. So I request my disciples to go out and preach and distribute books, so that I can take that pleasure through you guys. So that moment I decided that I will dedicate my life for preaching. And since then, I am still trying to do a little. Later on, when I was getting initiated, just a day before I was doing the Govardhan Parikrama. So I was praying, I wanted some different name, but Shri Gurudev gave me this name called as Braj Bihari Das. I was wondering since that day itself, why this name is given. I was introspecting myself. Why this name is given. Then I realized the day I met Shri Gurudev, the traveling has not stopped in my life. I am constant traveling. Not even a single, I hardly stay 1 month at one place. Sometime I travel for preaching, sometimes due to some work or due to some or the other things, I'm just traveling. So, and Braj Bihari means the Krishna who delights in Braj, who wanders in Braj. So later on I understood, because of this my traveling habit which I got from Shri Gurudev itself. After meeting Gurudev, this started. So before meeting Gurudev, I was like sitting at one place. After meeting Gurudev, and I loved it. So I realized, okay, so yeah, I have to make this a goal to wander in Braj now. So yeah, I just want, because I am not qualified. Gurudev, during initiation, I was just recollecting that Gurudev, how much he loves us, that he told that even if you fail, you try your best, even if you fail, there is no worry, I will come back. I will come back again and take you guys. I will not go to spiritual world until and unless even a single disciple is in this material world. That time I realized that how much Shri Gurudev loves and how much he extends. So Shri Gurudev, I don't want to, I don't want to trouble you. I will try my best best to practice bhakti sincerely and help you in your machine whatever way I can. And so yeah, Hare
I think he talks to who's next.
Dear Srila Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories up to you, all glories unto Srila Prabhupada, and my humble obeisances to all the devotees here. Srila Gurudev, this year marks your 77th appearance day, and now, more than ever, I pray to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Shyamasundar, God Nitai, and Lord Narsimhadev to give you many, many more years of good health, so that we can be a part of your untiring efforts in spreading the holy names of the Lord. And all this so that you can please your beloved spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. Each year, this day serves as a reminder of how, as you have dedicated your life to the one instruction of your spiritual master, I need to at least aspire to follow in your footsteps. And I'm ashamed to say that my minuscule efforts are far from the truth. Srila Gurudev, when I sit and reflect on all that you have done to spread Krishna consciousness to every town, village, jungle, city, desert, rivers, and the sea, or even in the sky when flying to all these places, it's nothing short of a miracle. To put things in perspective, I would like to present a numerical analysis of all your spiritual endeavors over the past 55 years. More than 35 plus global journeys, visiting more than 100 plus countries. 5 major cultural festivals annually: the Polish Festival of India, Rishikesh Kirtan Fest, the Sadhu Sangha Retreat in North America and Mexico, Krishna's Village of Peace for over 30 years at the Woodstock Festival, the Bhakti Fest and the Sacred Sound Kirtan Retreat in Australia, with thousands in attendance each year. More than 100 million prasadam plates served worldwide. You've authored more than 25 books. You've conducted more than 100 plus theatres across the globe. It's not an easy feat. If you all have seen any of Gurudev's dramas in the Polish tour, they are akin to Broadway shows in America. So to do those 100 plus each year is not a small feat. Blessed us with more than 10,000 plus hours of spiritual discourses, and most importantly, you've transformed countless of lives. I was a personal witness to this at one of your festivals this year, which is the Sadhu Sangha Retreat in New Orleans. Right from a small toddler to a youth to seniors, there were 4,000 plus in attendance for this 4-day festival. And everyone, I'm not kidding, Sita Priya is witness to that, were absorbed in the holy names, all because you sowed this seed over a decade ago. Such are your glories, Srila Gurudev, like a touchstone, a chintamani, that whoever comes in contact with your holiness is transformed forever. This is nothing short of a miracle. Srila Gurudev, you are a paragon of so many wonderful qualities. Your kirtans, your love for the Dham, your dedication to spread the holy name, the compassion you show us all despite all our shortcomings. And under all of these lies the most important of all, which is your patience and humility, which I witnessed at a recent uncalled for controversy at the Rishikesh Kirtan Fest this year. I think many of us may have seen that video. Even though your good intentions were wrongly maligned, you patiently resolved the matter with utmost humility. My blood was boiling, but seeing you handle with so much grace calmed me. Thank you for always leading us by example. Trying to follow in your footsteps as an unworthy disciple, I feel as my duty to present to you a short progress report, which is basically 0.00001% of the efforts made in the past year, only under the guidance of Her Grace Janma Mataji and other seniors present here in Pune. It's pretty much a hogwash for me in comparison to all the things you've done for us, Gurudev, but I feel as a disciple, it's my duty to let you know that we are also trying in some way. And the reason I'm sharing this with all of you here is not to attract any attention towards me. I'm sharing this with you here so that I can do better and I can attract the causeless mercy of Gurudev and all of you here. I can say that this C grade disciple is almost a C plus, all because of you and Instagram. Some of you might wonder why Instagram, but I can tell you that Instagram can help us in our devotional endeavors. Gurudev, I remember some years ago when you had come to Pune, I asked you, how can I serve you? What can I do for you? You simply said, hear my parikrama lectures and increase your taste for the holy name. I used to only hear a few lectures in a month, I'll be honest. I never had the taste for hearing so much so I had for reading. But in the past few months, I can say that I'm hearing your classes regularly, almost every day. And this is all thanks to Instagram. Your 5-year plan was the impetus for some of your disciples to increase the reach of your classes on social media, specifically Insta. And I felt that this was the best opportunity for me to increase my hearing if I wanted to spread your wisdom on social media. This served as an opportunity for me, and your personal instruction given to me has been put to practice regularly. And I can say that this Vani association has made my love of understanding the Dham, the Lord, His devotees, and your life mission clearer. Your wisdom has been reaching more than 100,000 people since we last opened your new Instagram account about 4 months ago. Also, just like your divine grace, we have since 3 years organized Jagannath Rath Yatra, Ram Navami and Janmashtami festivals in Undri and greater NIBM area with thousands in attendance. Gurudev, kids adore you because you love them and nurture them dearly. In my humble attempt, I too have been serving the children since 13 years, taking Gita Sanskar classes for kids of all ages, right from 5 to 17. All of this, but I'm certainly also having my challenges with my sadhana, with my chanting, and I beg at your lotus feet to bless me with even a speck of taste you have for the four holy names, so that I can chant attentively. Gurudev, my attempts to follow in your footsteps do sometimes waver as Maya is too strong, but I'm sure that your causeless mercy will one day turn this impediment around. You often say love is reciprocal. Gurudev, you have given us so much love and continue to do so. Now it's our turn. At your service, Radha Siri Vyasa.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Now I'll request Yashodarani Mataji to give her offering, and after that Rajapati Prabhu, and then after Gokul Sundari Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisance to all the Vaishnavas present here, and please accept my humble obeisance to Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I would like to share some incidents of my life from starting with how I have connected with Gurudev, because From my childhood, I am going to Sri Radha Rasbihari, Srila Prabhupada's works office. But still, the mercy was not there. I was not chanting. I just used to visit there, take a prasad, and go to the Juhu beach, enjoy there. But in 2019-20, when I started seeing the videos, the Poland videos of Srila Gurudev, I don't know, suddenly I started chanting also 1 round, 2 rounds with my kid because just a delivery was happened and I don't know how I managed. And at that time I said, my Prabhu, 16 rounds, how is it possible? You know how busy I am? And he was like, and let's start 1 round. And after seeing Gurudev, Srila Gurudev's lectures, stimulation of ecstatic love, it is really a big bang for me to get connected with Srila Vrindavan Dham. And if you will all hear the lecture of that series, I'm damn sure that the Vrindavan Dham's love will be awakened in your heart. So I started round, then suddenly it started, within a week, I jumped till 16 round, from 1 round to 16 round. And it was because of Srila Gurudev. And I was wondering, Ki Baba, we will not meet Srila Gurudev because we had to go out of India to meet him. He will not be coming here. And the story, you know that how we met Srila Gurudev from the book tour. So it is in 2024, the last year. I just want to share 2 incidents, which is a major one. Minor was so many things. So from the mid 24, I was keep on meeting with an accident of my scooty. Sometimes I fell with the scooty in such a worse state that nothing happened to me. But still, it was like my leg would get swollen and everything. And I used to visit doctor and he said, nothing has happened, but it's okay, just take a rest. So then I fell in from the stairs, still no fracture. I visited it. And then after that, it was Vyasa Puja when I attended in 2025, April 2025. It was the day when we reached Jagannath Prabhu. So when we reached Vrindavan Dham and when we just boarded out of our e-rickshaw from Vrindavan Dham near that chowk, it was on the other side of a road that Srila Gurudev was walking with some of the devotees to the Vara temple. And suddenly we all became given the obeisance and Srila Gurudev, actually I was not expecting that Srila Gurudev will cross the road and will come to us. But he came to us, he blessed us everywhere. And I was like, and he said, come with us, come with me to the Vara temple. That was the Vrindavan Dham start in 2024. And after attending the Vyasa Puja, and we were back to going to Mathura by e-rickshaw. With my family, Jagannath Prabhu was there. And that e-rickshaw was, we all know it's very light, and all with our luggage and all with the weight of us. the rickshaw, it just swerved and it just fell. We were met with an accident. And the rickshaw was on me and on my daughter's lap. And the DT was also there with me, the Narsima DT, which we have brought for our karate center. So when we get up from there, nothing was happened to me. Just a small scratch, minor, something was there, injuries, and nothing was there. But the leg was swelling, and we met. I said, I just do the band-aid, the first aid. We will go to Pune. We will not stay here in Mathura. So I had done the bandage and I went to Pune. And when I came back to Pune, I visited by the same doctor. He was mewing with me by my name. Yes, Josnaka. And he said, I know that there will not be any fracture, but still we have to check it because it was a major accident. And when I had taken the X-ray, he was like, I'm not surprised because you are a Hare Krishna devotee. I said, it's just because of my Srila Gurudev. And that was the thing when I came back home. I was contemplating on all these incidents that how is it possible? एक तो कुछ तो fracture होना चाहिए कहीं ना कहीं पे. but nothing. Then I connected the things, so it was Gurudev's mercy. He has prayed to Srila, he has prayed to Narasimha Dev that to protect us, and at that time the Narasimha deity was with me. So it is not like we all are yearning for the Vapu Seva, ki अरे हमें Vapu Seva नहीं मिल रहा है, they are getting the Vapu Seva. But it is like, the Gurudev, Srila Gurudev is always with us. For, he doesn't left us for a minute second also. So at that time, I feel that, the Vapu Seva doesn't mean that, physically we have to do the Seva for it. It can be anything. So it's like when I've taken the Seva of reading online Gurudev's book, it's now really it's feel very connected to so much to all the devotees and to me, that the book which our Gurudev has written, it has a minute details of everything. It is not so much of philosophy or nothing. It is the minute details which you will fall in love with everyone. Shri Radha Rani, with Rajdham, with all the dhams, we know so many things. So I would just say, please read the books. So it is one of the seva which we can do it. Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Gurudev, for keeping us such a question.
Hare Krishna, please accept my obeisances to all the Vaishnavas. Hare Krishna, dear Shri Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances, all wish to you, all wish to Shri Prabhupada. So, first of all, I am very much thankful Shri Gurudev for accepting me with all my difficulties, faults and struggles, and giving me ample amount of various opportunities to purify myself and serve you, serve your mission in various capacities. I remember all the moments that you gave me opportunity to serve you, even personally or even on your festival tours, and it was very wonderful to see all your qualities. It's difficult to describe in words all your qualities, how you care and provide love to devotees, and how you are always there to give inspiration to them. I remember all your different lectures and inspiration that you give in Kartik Parikramas and also on the Rishikesh Kirtan festivals, how you used to inspire all the guests by your small talks. I remember the Polish festival tours, how your afternoon talk, that small talk on basic of Bhagavad Gita, how you inspire each and every guest that are coming there to inspire and take the Bhagavad Gita. And also the evening kirtans that you give. For every Polish festival tours, every day you do the kirtan in the evening. And it's very good. I'm hankering for that when I will again be able to get that. Earlier I had the opportunity to be there and whenever I want to go on your service, but now I recently accepted the Vyasa ashram. That's a difficult looks like, but I hope I anchor more in future, so I will be able to serve that your mission, whatever my capacity. But but I remember in each and every moment how you give, I recently, even in Rishikesh, when you come to place of our marriage, I didn't expect that you will be there for, I expected you will be there for a few moments, give a wisdom talk for the bride and groom, and obviously will leave, but you stayed there for 2 hours, which I did that, I never expected that it would be such a blessing. But yeah, in every moment, what you give, your love and affection for each and every your disciple is very wonderful, how you inspire them. I just wanted to recollect few of the verses to glorify the qualities of you. And so it's like some Sanskrit verses and its translation. Okay. So, Bhavagdimagna Jivanam Naukavat Paradayaka Andakare Janam Cha Dipadodhime Guru. So, Shri Gurudev, you are like boat carrying the soul down in the ocean of material existence. And you are just like a lamp is illuminating the hearts of those who are lost in the darkness of ignorance. Shitartanam Ravireva Premamarshi Dayamaya Prasitanam Dhanaiva Krishna Bhakti Prayachati. Like the sun warming reflected by the cold, Shri Gurudev, you are showering the divine love upon all of us. And like a rain cloud relieving thirsty earth, you are bestowing the devotion to Krishna Bhakti, Krishna, upon all longing souls. Chandravat Shamatvesha Manasodaha Matkutam Sudheva Jivanam Datte Harinam Rasai Sada. Like the cooling moon, Shri Gurudev soothes the intense burning of the troubled mind. And like nectar itself, you give spiritual life to your sweet advocacy of your Harinam Sankirtan, the holy name. Kalpavriksha Iva Shriman Bhaktakama Praparuka Ratnakara Iva Gambhiro Guner Nitya Virajate. Like a wish-fulfilling tree, you fulfill the spiritual aspirations of the devotees. And like an ocean filled with jewels, you adorn the countless precious virtues. Siha Ayot Bhuttatma Maya Vadi Vidarana Merure Vadura Pratnyonachal Tyapi Sankate. Like a lion, you fearlessly destroy illusion and misconceptions. And like a Mount Meru, you remain steadfast and unmoved even amidst great difficulties. Gangeva Pavani Bhaktya Spashmatrena Shuddhita Mateva Karna Purno Sarvan Rakshati Nityasha. Like the sacred Ganges, you purify all who come in contact with you. And like a loving mother, you constantly protect and nourishes everyone with compassion. Madhukaraiva Krishnasya Dilasaram Samaharam Hansa Eva Vivekena Saramevam Prabhupnati. Like a honeybee gathering nectar from flowers, you collect and relishes the essence of Krishna's pastimes. Like a swan, you expertly extract spiritual essence from all things. Dhrutara Kavat Nityam Margadarshi Janasya Parijata Eva Premnam Sugandhi Vidanotisha. Like a pole star, you guide wandering souls on the path of devotion. And like the celestial Parijata flower, you spread the sweet fragrance of divine love everywhere. Tasmat se Guru Padabhyajam Tasmat se Guru Padabhyam Saranyam me Puna Nisakupamatam Vidva Krishna Bhakti Vivardate. Therefore, I repeatedly take shelter of the lotus feet of Shri Gurudev. By drinking whose nectar like mercy devotion to Krishna continually increases. Anatoham Yatistvam me Sansararnava Madhyagaha Karavalam Vanam Dehi Paritam Madhyamire. I am shelterless and wandering in this vast Krishnamatical existence. Ocean of mercy, please extend your hand and lift me up. Nadanam Najanam Kamena Tatisvargam Mokshanam Namokshanam Gurudeva Padam Goje Bhakti Meva Bhiyachaye. I do not desire wealth, powers, heavenly pleasures or even liberation. I only beg for devotion to the lotus feet of Gurudev. Janmani Nishasya Sevayam Vijaya Prabhu Prasada Baladeva Radha Krishna Smaramyam. O Master, please engage me in the service of the Supreme Lord, birth after birth. With the strength of your mercy alone, may I always remember Shri Radha and Krishna. Shri Gurudev Ki Jai.
Up next we have Gokul Sundari Mataji and then Sita Priya Mataji.
Krishna Shrimate Vidudna Swami Tamina Prabhupada Vyasa Jagannath Namaste Bhakta Subha Krishna Kirtanya Asana Shritanam Shri Gurudev Ki Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. All devotees to all Vaishnavas, and I have not prepared offering actually, but yeah, I will speak on my journey, how I met Shri Gurudev. So basically I was from devotee family only. So from childhood we were visiting to different programs in, everywhere in Mumbai. So there was one festival in 2005, Cross Garden Festival. So that time Shri Gurudev had came there, and that time I was in 6th standard, I remember. So we all know like how much Shri Gurudev loves children. So I went to Shri Gurudev. That time we were very excited because we saw some foreign Maharaj. So I went to Shri Gurudev and I took his autograph. So very nicely he wrote
Dear Raksha, you may become a great devotee of Lord Krishna in this very lifetime and go back to Godhead. So that was my first time when I met. After that, I remember I offered my obeisances to Srila Gurudev and he gave me some til laddu sweet. So after that, yeah. Then I was just, that time DVD was coming, we all know. So that Poland festival DVD and that Prahlad Prabhu singing, Srila Gurudev dancing, that all Kirtan was coming. So we used to see at our home. So after that, when I grown up, so I was just praying Srimati Radharani that if, I don't know where is Maharaj right now, but yeah, if it is possible by your mercy, then someday I will be able to meet him. So then in 2011, when Srila Gurudev came to Mumbai, I was in college that time, and that time was the first time, like after 2005, I saw Srila Gurudev and I was so happy. That time I realized like he is my spiritual master. By one of the Prabhuji said that we don't actually search for Guru actually search for us. So it is just by Srimati Radharani Krishna mercy that I could meet Srila Gurudev. And in 2011, that time when I met Srila Gurudev, after that I got introduced to Narottam Prabhuji, and by his mercy I got connected. I was visiting Kartik Parikrama festival also I visited, and then in 2019 in Vrindavan I got initiated. So it is just actually amazing how Srila Gurudev, if we think about him, like each and every way, his kirtan, his lectures, his association, his love for everyone, not only for us, like ISKCON devotees, for others also. Like I was saying, Srila Gurudev visited one of the program which was done by Dhirendra Sastri Maharaj. So we can see how Srila Gurudev want everyone, all Vaishnava family also, and all like other who are towards the path of devotion, but through different way. So Srila Gurudev wants everyone to be united. So it is so merciful. Srila Gurudev is very merciful, and like Mataji said, we saw recent incident of Rishikesh festival, but Srila Gurudev is how humble and how great Srila Gurudev is. The intention is whatever intention others have, but he only has pure love for everyone. And I just pray to him, I pray to Narasimhadev to just protect him from all the direction, and he can continue more and more years in path of devotion, and we can get blessing of him. Also, I will pray to Srila Gurudev to bless us, bless my family, my husband, my children, so that they can also develop the taste of devotion to Lord Krishna. That is what I pray to Srila Gurudev. All glories to you, Srila Gurudev. Thank you for everything. All glories to Vaishnava Vrinda. Hare Krishna.
Next we have Sita Priya Mataji and then Raghupati Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So first I will read the offering that Ramchandra Prabhu has written for Maharaj, and then I'll just add on a few points of gratitude from my side for Maharaj also. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept our most humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. Maharaj, I would like to begin by expressing my gratitude for all the blessings and guidance you have bestowed upon me and my family in the past many years. I'm reminded today of the year 2018 when we were moving back from US to India, and on the last day of the Sadhu Sangha retreat, as we always do, we try to spend a few minutes with you. So towards the end of the discussion, I mentioned to you that the only one thing that I would be missing of the US would be, and you asked me what? And I said, I mean Ramchandra Prabhu, he said, the Sadhu Sangha retreat. I saw that very big smile on your face. I had the very good fortune of being at the Sadhu Sangha retreat last month in New Orleans, and with your blessings and permission, I would like to share with the devotees one interaction that I had with you, again towards the end of the retreat. So on the last day of the retreat, as we always do, me, my wife Sita Priya and my son Lakshman, actually Lakshman was not there, we came to meet you. And also present were your other disciples, from Atlanta, Radha Krishna Seva Prabhu, Rajeshwari Kripa Mataji, and Rasika Shiromani Mataji was of course there. I requested you that if we could have a similar Sadhu Sangha retreat in India, and if possible, in Pune. So where I am based right now. So you had a big smile on your face. I explained to you that we have this very big Korean club where we are conducting festivals from the last few years. We've developed some relationship with them. So, and that club can accommodate about 1,500 or more people. And we reminded Maharaj that, Maharaj, you stayed there, or you visited there last year when you were there. Rasika Mataji was also reminding Maharaj, Maharaj, you remember I showed you the place. And Ramchandra Prabhu again said, Maharaj, we can have like at least 1,500 people there. So we are trying to tell that it's a big number. And Maharaj said, no. I would like to have a big football stadium. And then he thought, and then he said, or maybe a cricket stadium. So, and the minute you mentioned that, all the devotees there started laughing aloud. And I was trying to tell, Maharaj, that that will be too big, maybe we should do it here and then we can grow. Maharaj said, no, we have to start here. So we don't have much time, we have to start here. That's what he said. So I would just like to share one meditation or the immediate thought that came into my mind. I heard those words from you. I was immediately reminded of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada's phrase that he would often quote, chase the rhino. Don't think small. You are a shadow, and how perfectly you are representing Srila Prabhupada and keeping us connected to him. So that's Maharaj's mood also. He does not want to think small. He wants to do big for Srila Prabhupada. I really have taken your words as an instruction, and I will definitely, with all my heart and soul, with the devotees here in Pune, pray that we can really fulfill your desire. It's my heartfelt prayers to you that just as you are so wonderfully and perfectly representing Srila Prabhupada, I may always remain under your guidance and all other Srila Prabhupada disciples and try to follow in your footsteps of serving and properly representing Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, His Holiness Indrajumna Swami Maharaj ki jai. So, somehow, yes, we are not direct disciples of Maharaj, but we have received a lot of mercy from Maharaj from many years. From the time when we were in Atlanta up until now, somehow the closest of our devotee friends, you can tell, they are Maharaj's disciples here, Radha Sevika and Rasparan Prabhu, and in Atlanta, Radha Krishna Seva Prabhu and Rajeshwari Kripa Mataji. So somehow we get the Kripa. I mean, I think we have attended all of Maharaj's Vyasa Pujas here and in the US. Whenever we are there, in all the little gatherings of disciples, we somehow sneak in there and we are there. So Maharaj has always given us some mercy, some special connection is there. I don't know what, but we do get his kripa always. I remember a few interactions with Maharaj. In the early years when he came to Atlanta, I think it was 2006 or 7, I don't remember exactly the year. And that time he was staying in a devotee's house, and we could see Maharaj personally worshipping his deities there, bringing flowers for his deities, making bhoga offerings for his deities. So it was a very special time, and we could so closely, see a sannyasi doing his worship, which we don't get that often. And that year we had a big program in one of the halls, and I remember going and meeting Maharaj, and to encourage me, he looked at me and then he said, "You have a very beautiful tilak." And I was like, oh, Maharaj just likes to, appreciate and give some encouragement and push. So I know my tilak is not good. Ramchandra Prabhu really puts a very good tilak, but I don't know, Maharaj said that to me. And then he said, Radharani's one name is Tilakini. So probably he was trying to tell me that put your tilak nicely. I don't think I put it nicely today also in a rush. But yeah, that little interactions of encouragement, go a long way. Then this was, I think, the second or third Sadhu Sangha retreat. That time Lakshman was probably less than 2 years old. And every time we tried to make it a point to just go say Haribol to Maharaj, offer obeisances, get his blessings. So we took Lakshman, who was just a very little boy, hardly not even 2 years old, and like we know, Maharaj really loves children. So Maharaj, when Lakshman offered obeisances, spontaneously Maharaj put his lotus feet on Lakshman's head. And that was like very, it was like a direct blessing. Maharaj literally put that and like, okay, take picture. So, some devotees took pictures of that. And after that, Maharaj removed a pen. I still have that pen. And he gave that pen to Lakshman. And he said, when you grow big, become a businessman and write checks for me for my Poland festival. So I don't know when will Lakshman become a businessman or what he will become, but I'm sure by Maharaj's blessings, he has to earn a lot of money and give to Maharaj. So he's got some special mercy. And all these small drops of special mercy that Maharaj gives to the children by giving them attention, love. I remember there were some kids in Atlanta, and they would, in those days there was not so much, email was also not so much, so they would write, letters to Maharaj, and Maharaj would reply back with a postcard. Like he's in Europe somewhere, and he would write a postcard and post it. And the children, when they would receive this postcard from Maharaj, they were like, Maharaj has sent me a message, he's remembering me in Europe, he was thinking about me. So those children, they have taken up to devotional service very nicely. Because at that age, when you get that love, care and attention from a big sannyasi, because normally big sannyasis, the children are just going around here and there, nobody looks at them, they are just making noise or running around. But Maharaj really gives a lot of love and care to the children, which is so very important, because they are the ones who are going to carry forward the movement. So that's very special. And I remember some of the special lectures of Maharaj that have really made an impact. One I remember is the Silver Spoon, the marathon lecture that Maharaj gave in the Radha Gopinath temple. We heard it a few times. It is so long, but when we would sit to hear that, we would just get absorbed in it, We would not know where the time passes. I think me and Ramchandra Prabhu heard it at 11 in the night, and then it went on till 1 or 1:30, something like that. And then there was another lecture of Father Pier, where Maharaj talks about his brahmachari days and how they traveled, and how he had interaction with his Father Pier, who was maybe around 45 years worshipping in that monastery, and how much he touched his heart, and because of that they had such a deep relationship. Although they were of different faiths, but how much he touched his heart. So this is a very beautiful quality of Maharaj, that he touches so many hearts. Like Radha Sevika was saying, you know, in his travels in the sky, on the land, in the jungles, in the cities, and so, you know, how he's like very, very kind and can connect with everybody at their level, whether they are children, whether they are adults, youth, or if they are from some other faith. So this one thing we can learn, you know, that how we can interact with others in a way that we don't put our faith up and putting others down. In fact, how we can connect with them at their level and open their hearts. And if we open their hearts, then, you know, we can touch them in some way by giving Krishna's mercy. So thank you, Maharaj, very much for giving me and, you know, my whole family your mercy always. And we pray for your good health, long life, and blessings, so that we can fulfill the instruction that you have given us now. Together we can try to do something here in Pune for your pleasure. His Holiness Indra Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Mataji, you and Prabhu can write things for the festivals till Lakshman is capable. Janu Mataji, what do you think?
Now I request Ragupati Prabhu to give his offering, followed by Ras Parayan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, Prabhupada, my humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees also. When I heard so many offerings today and the experiences of the devotees, now I am feeling like a backbencher actually. You have like so long association, like I see Mataji like almost 40-50 years like that. So many devotees, senior devotees, and I feel like a backbencher, like why life, it is a waste life, so many years, like next year I'll turn 60 years, and if I divide into 4 compartments, so one verse is coming to my mind, that Bhogeshwariya Prasakta Nam Taya Paharta Chet Sam Vyavasaya Atmika Buddhis Madhuna Midyate. So like I was engaged somewhere in material opulence and some sense gratification and all this, like first 15 years like a child, I was like not very much wise, and whatever came my way, it was like life in a village, some education, it was okay, not so much corrupted. But yes, 15 years onwards up to 30 years, when I graduated, post-graduated, then in military those military culture, so I feel very bad now, like I was very bad, and I did so many sins actually. And something, then there's a complacency in the life, like everything is okay, material comforts are there, salary was coming, house was good, everything was good, and lot of praises, and rank is also there, everything was there. So it was like 30 to 45 years of age when I turned like brigadier rank. So it was all like stable kind of life, and I never felt like I need something more, or I could not understand the meaning of life, why this life. And then there was a shake around that time. Something happened, and then then you start questioning what is happening, who am I, why it is happening to me, and how to get out of this. And then I met the ISKCON devotees. This was like I was coming to take exam at AFMC from Calcutta, and it was Gaur Purnima, and they travelled with me, and I used to eat that time non-veg also. And they devotees, like 3 devotees in front, 3 on my back, 2 on my sides. Okay, and the air hostess came and they asked like what you will eat. They said no, nothing. They were chanting. Then she asked me, what do you want? So I look on my left and right side. I told, अच्छा veg ही दे दो. So the both sides they started smiling, and they told, you have compassionate heart. I go, why you were saying so? They probably wanted to eat something different, but you change your choice. I go, yeah, that's true. It won't be appropriate, So then I asked them, who are you? Then they started from Mahabharata and all. They told me disciplic succession also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhupada, ISKCON and all. They told me everything. Then we came to Delhi. Then I asked them the 4 regulative principles they told me. And I felt very nice. Yeah, even if somebody is practicing 2 or 3, then also he can be a good human being. And I promised, okay, I'll go to this thing, Mayapur. They told me about Mayapur also. So when I went back from Pune, I went to Mayapur. And seeing the small Gurukul, these things, students there, I felt so bad for myself, like my entire life is waste. They are doing so nice, they are like being brought up in such a nice way, like it is no compare for me. I was in a different league altogether. And that's how then my Shiksha Guru is Narasimhananda Prabhu. He lives in US only. He was, I think, GBC manager or something there. So he met me in Gaushala. So he became my mentor. And he started giving me books. Okay, you read this book. The first book was Science of Self-Realization. So I started. Then when I was posted in Calcutta, I must have visited Mayapur ISKCON maybe 36 times. Every month I used to go. And then I was liking that knowledge, and I could relate, like who am I and all the answers I was getting. And that's how this journey started. And then I asked once, like you have all of you have gurus, so how do you do all this and who will be my guru? Then his answer was that don't look for a guru. You keep on doing this spiritual practice, start chanting 16 rounds, read Prabhupada's book and follow all the regulative principles. Guru will appear on its own. So I took his words like, okay, Guru will appear. And from that time, like we used to send emails to Srila Gurudev, but that was a wrong email address. So 5-6 years, no mail went, nothing reached him. And once we were in Radhakund, and one Mataji was there, Rupa Manjari Pada Mataji, she was also there. She is no more now, she left body. And like she asked, Kumari Priya, who is your Guru Maharaj? So they were speaking in Russian. So she told, we are aspiring for Srila Indradivya Swami Maharaj, but nothing, no response. Said, oh, he is my Guru Maharaj and you are my god sister and now everything will happen. So she shared the Mahavans Prabhu's number with her and she gave me Narottam Prabhu's number. Said, you are Indian, okay, now you send mail. And then within 3 months we got initiation, because by that time we were doing, like they told, okay, you do IDC course and you do Bhakti Shastri, but I was liking that knowledge, not that I wanted to get initiated, that's why I was doing. So it was very close to my heart to have that knowledge. So we kept on doing, and all 5, 6, 7 years we were doing all this. And then we got first and second initiation within 9 months or 10 months. So that's how. And then Maharaj went. So on this Vyasa Puja, first of all, I express my deepest heartfelt gratitude that he accepted both of us, in fact my mother-in-law also, as his disciples. And I request him, like now I'll retire next year. It is very deep in my heart, because I always felt like restricted by the military rules and all this. Because when you join military, you lose your fundamental rights. Indian constitutional fundamental rights are no more applicable to you, and we come under Army Act. So there are so many things we cannot do. We cannot do strike, we cannot do narebazi, you cannot do mute. So many things are there. Freedom of speech, it is not there. You have to follow whatever is coming. Up to your last drop of blood, you have to go, like on land, on sea, on air, whatever. It is like हम लोग का जो एक वो जो देते हैं. Anyway, so on this day now I feel very happy that next year I will retire and I will have my fundamental rights restored, and then I can do whatever I want. So I really wish if Maharaj can use me as an instrument, because my liabilities are not there. So I'll be free in case he can engage me in whatever ways as per my capability. He has very good knack of understanding who can do what. So I'll be very happy. So this is my real like very deep seated wish. So let's see. Time will tell. Next Guru, this thing Vyasa Puja, something will happen. That's it. Hare Krishna.
I'd like to request Rasparan Prabhu to come forward to give his offering.
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते मदन स्वामी निधि नामने नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निधि नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निरुशेषम भवदे पाश्चात्य देशतानि जय श्री गुरुदेव जय श्री Prabhupada. First of all, our apology for being late. I know how particular you are about being on time and being meticulous about everything. Thank you, Srila Gurudev, for all your blessings and love. You always ask, how's my business whenever I meet you. You ask about Radha Sevika and Haripriya. How old is she now? You've been guiding us since she was 2 years old. Srila Gurudev, we all look forward to your Pune visits very much. We get to have your precious association. I feel fortunate and grateful to do Sathi Seva each year. To hear your grand plans, while I'm in the car with you and your other servants and the secretary, planning of festivals, your phone calls to your disciples, how deeply you care for each one of them, how much you know of each disciple, and how personal you are with every one of us, and I'm sure all of us can relate to it. Srila Gurudev, you talk about current years being sunset years, but so much enthusiasm and energy you have. You want to give everything to Srila Prabhupada. I heard about your 5 years vision, Srila Gurudev, I think that was last year. Is anybody familiar with the 5-year vision, our God brothers? Okay, good. So Srila Gurudev's vision is, he's been having Polish festivals and other now Sadhu Sangha festival since last 10 years, and especially Polish festivals since last 30 years. So he's in the process of having some Broadway type show, which is like world class, that we have, in New York, Sydney, London, all cities around the world. So Srila Gurudev, please bless us, entire Pune and IDS family, that we can serve you more and more, be an instrument in your service to Srila Prabhupada. And Sita Priya Mataji has already mentioned about, the conversation she and Ramchandra Prabhu had with Gurudev. So all I can say is, I know you want cricket stadium, but we can start with 5,000 humble number, and soon we can make it 50,000. So I need Raghupati Prabhu, your help as well. Like you said, next year, so you never know. So something grand that we want to do, and all of us, we can be instrument in that. Srila Gurudev, myself and family are ever grateful for your eternal love and blessing. And thank you, Raghupati Prabhu and Kumari Priya Mataji again for hosting this Pune Vyasa Puja. How detail-oriented you are, like Guru Maharaj. So thank you. And thanks to our guide and mentors, Janma Mataji. Thank you for coming and blessing the Vyasa Puja. Means a lot to us. And thanks to Ramchandra Prabhu and Sita Priya Mataji again, and our wonderful IDS Srila Prabhupada family. Thanks. Jai Gurudev. Jai Prabhupada. So where's our Panchajan? Yeah, Prabhu. That's it. What?
So thank you, Raspuran Prabhu.
You are welcome.
I'm publicly acknowledging.
It's the first time I have heard.
First time.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. I would like to request Her Grace Jana Mataji to please say a few words.
Hare Krishna. So when Radha Sevika invited me, first thing I told her is I will not give an offering because I feel very, very ashamed to say that I didn't have any interaction with such a great soul. Somehow we have never met, except the last 2 times when he came. And he stayed in my house also.
You opened your house for him even though you were not.
But I didn't know him so well, but you just asked me and I said, of course, the house is there. And I was fortunate that Maharaj stayed there, but he shooed us out of the house. So I went away to Ahmedabad and then Maharaj put it as seclusion. I was very happy to have this Maharaj's touch in my house, in my life. So while everybody was giving the offering, I felt now I know Maharaj quite well, and I was just opening my mobile and started writing some things. So it just came very spontaneously. So I thought I'll make an acronym on Maharaj's name. Last time for Gurudev's Vyasa Puja in Nevada, I wrote an acronym on Radha Nath Swami. No, sorry, 75. He was 75 years old. So now I've written some points, but I may not be able to share a story with every point, but I've just mentioned the points. So first, the letter that first comes in his name is I, Indra Swami. So I for Maharaj is very inspiring. You know, they say no that sadhu teaches by example. So words don't foretell so much as his own inspiring mood and his absorption. The second point is N for non-judgmental. You know, great souls never judge others. They take us as face value and they give chance to everybody. I and D. Maharaj carries a set of deities with him wherever he goes. He does deity worship. He has Radha Krishna and some Shaligram Shilas and Nrsimhadev. Also, there's a story behind Nrsimhadev deity also. So, Maharaj at this age and as a sannyasi used to carry deities and serve them. And so I and D, and then R for regulated. Maharaj is very regulated. Whatever he does with a very systematically and committed way. So I believe he puts up his YouTube video every week on the Vrindavan Dham forest. And then I and D are A for absorption. So whatever Maharaj does, full of absorption, his heart, mind, soul, everything is there. And then I was finding Indra D, distribution of books. How much he loves to distribute books, Prabhupada's books. And also his own, like Radha Sevika said, he's authored more than 20 books or 100? 20 books, 25 books. So, and this deep sadhana. And wherever Maharaj goes, he makes friends very easily. And even in Vrindavan, he goes and the local temple priest Maharaj has such a deep relationship with all. And his determination. Then I was not finding anything with Y, and suddenly I said, she is youthful in spirit. And he connects with the youth so much. And also, most important aspect of Maharaj I appreciate is his connection with the children. You know, Divya Prabhu's wife passed away and Maharaj connected with them and then she got initiation and so many young children are getting initiated. And it's not about just collecting disciples and getting them initiated. He has one-to-one relationship with every child. So that comes under M, very motherly. You know, to be Mata, to be Dharna Pran. So he's like a father, today's Father's Day. So Maharaj is like a father and mother. Because this little girl, what's her name? Champakali. He connects with her as if like a mother, you know. So I was just thinking she lost her mother, but she found her second father and a mother from the father. So I was very happy for her. Though I was a little worried that she's shy, but still he connected very well with her. Then you for uninterrupted, untiring services. Who can think of 100 festivals in a year? So it just went on and on and on. The sadhus work with spiritual energy, so they never get tired. So untiring services on and on. And of course, M for motherly, and again, N for no discrimination, and last is A for very affectionate. He's very, very affectionate to children, and he nurtures them, he replies, he writes emails to them, and he's continuously connection with them. He's actually like monitoring their growth, not as a spiritual head, but more as a mother and father, and lovingly monitoring their growth for their well-being, that they should not go astray, because the youthful years are very, very tricky and very difficult, very slippery. So that they do not slip, he monitors them and he sort of takes them aboard the sea very nicely and gently. So thank you, Maharaj, for being a wonderful inspiration to all of us, and I hope that I can connect with you in the coming years. Thank you. So the very spontaneous 5 minutes I was talking.
Maybe I'm shocked that you know him so well.
I don't know him, but through your eyes, through you, I'm understanding him better. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
So I'd like to ask all devotees to stand up. We will first have Pushpanjali and followed by Aarti, Kirtan and Prasadam. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunvitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha
Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Samatitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Padamayam Mudati Swatantikam Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagna Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam कृष्ण चैतन्य देवा श्री राधा कृष्ण पादा सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवात्सवानवि देवी दैत्या कृपाब्दे कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमादय श्री रूपानुग भक्तिदा श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री मूर्ते दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्ध नम सिद्धांत द्वंत हरिणे नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तये प्रलंबर संबोधे पदम भुजायते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने शक्ति स्वरूपाय अनुगवरायते गौरवीर्भाव भूमेस्त्वां निर्दिष्ट सज्जन प्रिय वैष्णव सर्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदजाय कृष्ण प्रेम मुदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामे गौरवेशे नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्ण भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतार भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्त शक्तिकं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते जयतां सुरतौ पंगो मंद मतिर्गति मत सर्वस्व पदाम्बोजौ राधा मदन मोहनौ दिव्याद्रिंदरण्य कल्पद्रुमद श्रीमद्रत्नागर सिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद् राधा शिर गोविंद देवौ ज्येष्ठादेवी सेव्या मनोस्मन्नामि श्रीमान सरसरम्बी वंशीवट ततस्थित कर्षण वेणु स्वनिर्गोपीर गोपीनाथ श्रीयस्तुना तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी नमामि हरिप्रिय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते इंद्रद्युम्न स्वामी इति नामिने नमः प्रभुपादप्रियदासाय जगन्नाथ यात्रानन्दमूर्तये
नरसिंहेन रक्षिताय नमः एष पुष्पांजलि नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः प्रभुपाद प्रियदासाय नाथ भक्त सुखाय कृष्ण कीर्तनेन नरसिंहेन रक्षिताय नमः एष पुष्पांजलि नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते इंद्रजुम्न स्वामी इति नामिने नमः प्रभुपाद प्रियदासाय जगन्नाथ यात्रानंदमूर्तये भक्त सुखाय कृष्ण कीर्तनेन नरसिंहेन रक्षिते नमः एष पुष्पांजलि
की जय।